out. I'm stuck in it. Look at that. Oopsie. Whew. I made it out without getting stuck in the door again. Oh wow. Look at all that snow, guys. I love that sound. We get so much snow for Tennessee. Other places that might not be much, but for Tennessee, this is a lot. I love that snow crunch. Let's check out the pond. The fishies are probably all sleeping right now. We got a little bit of ice on the pond too. Alice, are you enjoying the snow? Hi, Marco. It did. We're in a winter wonderland. Do you like wind chimes? I think this one is really beautiful. The dog is exploring. So we actually got snowed in. I think I made a post yesterday night. So we got snowed in at my friend's house. We couldn't go back home because the roads haven't been cleared because there was so much snow coming down really fast. And then we got trapped in our friend's house in the snowstorm. And then they prepared the guest room for us. And yeah, that's where we are right now. And we got a beautiful backyard. Put a lot of effort into the backyard. We have a beautiful pond. Wind chimes everywhere. And a nice seating area. And the dog loves the snow. Oskar doesn't. He's sitting in front of the chimney right now at the fireplace, warming up. So for everyone that's new here, we got a little rescue dachshund, and he's very old and he doesn't like the cold or wet weather, so he's sitting in front of the fireplace right now. And our friend's dog, he's enjoying the snow a lot. Hello, how are you? I'm doing good. How about yourself? Die Katzenfamilien, right? I actually have one of those, how they're called, Ushanka, those furry hats with fake fur, obviously, but yeah, I didn't bring it because I wasn't prepared to stay here. I wanted to just grab some dinner with my friends and have a dinner night with them. And then we ended up getting caught in a snowstorm, and yeah, now we're still here. That's very, very fun, and we're having a good time. John 14, hello, I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you. I hope you'll have a beautiful day as well. What's going on here? Where are you from? I am from Germany originally, but I am in America right now. Where's everyone else from? We got Marco here, who's also German. Look at that beautiful wind chime. The endless looping video in the car yesterday was kind of cool. I rewatched it, but I couldn't see the loop, so I think it was really just for you guys in that moment because it didn't record the loop, if I'm not wrong. I'm in hospital. Oh no, I'm sorry. I hope you're feeling better soon. Hi Sushi. Hi Jonas. Arizona. Cool. I bet the weather is a little bit warm in Arizona, isn't it? It is very cold here. You guys want some snow crunch ASMR? It's a little slippery. Trying to catch up with the chat. I want to join you. Arizona, Sedona is nice. I've never been to Arizona before, but I really, really want to go. I see it in movies and it looks so beautiful. With the mountain ranges in the back. And is Sedona more in the north or in the south, or where is that located? Sorry, I'm really bad with American geography when it comes to the states, like where cities in the states are located. I know where all the states are, but if it comes to cities, my knowledge is not good enough. Have you ever studied abroad? Asked John. Yeah, I lived in China for a little bit and I went to Peking University there. But I mainly studied in Germany. But yeah, China was the only time I studied abroad. Have you studied abroad? Hi, Sean. Sorry, I can't do any WhatsApp. Sedona has a lot of magic going on. You've been there, Marco? I know you did a travel video or live stream. So you've been to Sedona too, I assume? I really need to travel more in America. I've only been to Colorado so far, Kentucky and Indiana a little bit, and yeah, Tennessee, obviously, since we live here. But other than that, I really have to explore a little bit more. Yes. Nice. So is Sedona very mountainy, or how would you describe it? I have to add some places to my travel list, American places. So if I need to add Sedona, I will do so. It's getting chilly out here. That's the look, isn't it? They live right here next to the forest, which is so beautiful. I love being out here. Ooh, it's a big bird flying. Do Google Earth looking at Sedona Mountain. I'll add it to my notes. I got little notes in my phone where I add places I want to visit. Or I have a Google list too. Because in Google you can save places, right? So I have like a hiking list and camping and then places I want to travel to. So I'm gonna check that out later. Hallo, liebe Grüße aus Deutschland. Hallo, Grüße zurück. Jetzt geschneit. Verhältnismäßig viel für Tennessee. Der Teich ist zugefroren. Oh Gott, Schnee. Habt ihr keinen Schnee in Deutschland aktuell? Climb barefoot, right? Bring hiking boots. Yeah, probably more the hiking boots instead of barefoot. If you've seen my barefoot walking video from Germany, you'll probably know that I'm not the most professional barefoot walker. I probably wouldn't make it very far. Wir bekommen am Wochenende 18 Grad. Oh wow. Sehr cool. Das hatten wir vor 2 Wochen ungefähr, 18 Grad. Da war ich in Shorts und Sandalen draußen wandern. Aber aktuell sieht es nicht so aus. Aktuell ist es sehr kalt. Minus 10 Grad Celsius. Hier, wo ich wohne, nicht. Okay. I mean, if you don't have snow, whole Germany probably doesn't have snow, because Germany is not that big where it would be such a big difference temperature-wise. Kurzzeit Frühling. Yes, exactly. Yeah, we had it almost felt almost like summer, honestly. I think it was even warmer than 18 degrees one day. I think it was like 23 for one day. And just because you were so used to the cold weather, it felt like summer for those couple days where it was so warm. Oh, there's another dog over there. Hey, Schatzi. Albus, you want to say hi? Aw. That's cutie. 70s in Germany. That's nice. Ich habe genug von dieser Kälte. Ja, geht mir ehrlich gesagt ähnlich. Meine Hände sind schon ganz trocken und ja, so langsam habe ich auch keine Lust mehr auf die Kälte, muss ich sagen. Aber Schnee ist immer noch mal eine andere Geschichte. Bei Schnee freue ich mich immer über die Kälte. Wo wohnst du? Hi, Legendary Panda. So I'm just gonna switch back to English so people can understand. I live in Tennessee in America. But I'm originally from Germany. I came here like 2.5 years ago. 3 years now, I think, on and off, and 2 years for living. Before that, I was more like traveling back and forth. Snow is coming down from the trees with the wind. Ohio, the state with 4 months of winter. Yeah, Ohio is next level. Tennessee is a little bit less extreme. Oh no, Tennessee also has extreme weather, but I think winter here is just way shorter, honestly. Schleswig-Holstein. Oh, where do you live, by the way, Legendary Panda? Schleswig-Holstein is beautiful. For everyone that's not from Germany, it's North Germany, where the North Sea is at, and there's a lot of islands and cute houses, and it's very flat, so it's awesome if you like bicycles, going biking. Yeah, highly recommend for travels. Today Troll sent me a picture. Oh, I'm sorry, Marco. That's part of the deal, having to deal with the trolls, I guess. But honestly, you get more and more immune to it the longer you do it, I feel like. And I've seen your follower count is going up quite a bit, so you're doing something right. Congrats to you. Man, my hair is a mess. I didn't have a toothbrush. I luckily got a toothbrush from my friends for our spontaneous sleepover, but I don't have a hairbrush with me or anything, so please don't mind my messy hair. Hi, Mantu. Do you guys have any plans for the weekend? Or for today or the next couple days? Anything exciting going on? Oh, it doesn't have to be exciting. I don't have anything exciting going on myself. Just taking it day by day and waiting out the cold weather, because there's not much you can do in this cold weather. All the schools have closed down, and I don't have to work today because I got the day off because of the weather, which is cool. And tomorrow maybe too, so we'll see. I'm definitely not upset about that. Yes, that's right. Oh, you mean with Schleswig-Holstein? What is that? Without mainstream, yes. Yeah, and you do very, like, your content is very authentic and funny and not clickbaity or anything like that, so you let your followers grow organically, which is really, really awesome. Today will be car talk with V8 in English. Oh yeah, I saw you have a live scheduled for later. Very cool. English is good, so my husband can watch it. He likes cars. He's not a car guy, like obsessed with cars or anything, but he definitely enjoys talking or hearing about cars. I think I'm gonna switch my position and go inside, actually. because it is freezing cold. It's minus 10 degrees right now. So, and they're so cute. I love those tall, fluffy grasses. I hope it's okay for my friends to stream inside. So, I might ask them first. I know, Schatzi, I know. Time to go inside. I think I might be able to go into the office and stream there. Oh man, look at my dry lips. It's like split right in the middle. Whew. Don't slip. I'll try. Man, my shoes are wet. I know, Schatzi. There you go. Okay. It's cold. Very cold. Is it okay if I do my live stream in the office real quick? Okay. I'll take you guys with me to the office. Enjoy the fire. It's cold outside. My toes are freezing. Okay. Alice, you want to come in? Close the door real quick. That feels so nice to be inside. My toes were freezing. Good thing I got my warm tea prepared. Wow, my hands look like the hands of an 80-year-old woman. This time, my hair, wow. Oh, we'll keep it real on this channel. I might sit in that chair over here. Take my tea with me. Whew, that's much better. My head is still cold. I have an air compressor in my garage to blow off the snow. Oh, you do it with the air. I've seen people doing that here, but I prefer the good old German version where you use the snow shovel. Oh, and I remember as a kid, I always liked those mornings when you woke up from people outside scratching the snow with a snow shovel. That was always the best sound because as a kid you get extra excited when it snowed, right? So just hearing that sound, you knew when you opened the curtains, or the Rollläden as a German, because in Germany we have those blinds outside the house. So for all American people here, we don't use the inside blinds. I mean, we have those too, but we have blinds outside the house that we can roll down, which are called Rollladen, and it completely shuts makes the room dark. So there's no light coming inside the house with the Rollläden. And yeah, whenever you open the Rollläden in the morning, it was always a nice surprise. Gas fire or real wood fire? It was real wood fire. It smells really good in the house. I'm so jealous. We got a beautiful backyard and a great fireplace. So I'm definitely enjoying my morning in my friend's house right now, because we don't have any of that. All I have in my house is a cup of tea. No, I meant blow it off my shoes. Oh, okay, I got you. So you still do the Schneeschippen, right? With the machine I saw in your video. You use gasoline for the machine, right? So it's not a manual one. Hi, Corner. How are you doing? Corner is back, yay. Are you having a good day? What time is it right now? Washington is an hour later, right? It's New York time. Marco, you said there's 6 time zones in America, if I'm not wrong, right? So we got Hawaiian time, we got Alaska, we got LA time, we got Chicago, and then, so we got mountain time, no. What's the LA time called? So we got LA time, we got mountain time, we got central, and then eastern. I forgot the LA time, what that one is called. Yeah, I'm good. Good to hear. Did you see the snow? I filmed a little bit outside. We have snow outside. It's really beautiful. Oh, what a fitting sign up there. My friend actually has like a great office for streaming. And he also has a YouTube channel if you want to check that out, if you're interested in any Tennessee stuff, like local things to explore. And yeah, he has a really good channel. His name is Hometown View. Gas-powered snowblower, of course. Of course. Does it have a VA motor? Here's 11:47 a.m. Okay. PCT LA time. Pacific time? Pacific Coast time. Okay. I was wondering what the C stands for. Here it's almost 11, but daytime, not nighttime. And for Marco, it's an hour later because Marco is Eastern time and I'm still considered Central time. It's funny that we're in a different time zone, Marco, when you think about it, right? Because it's not that far away, but we're still in a different time zone, which is crazy. I mean, I guess we have the same thing in Europe. When you're in Germany, London, for example, is an hour early, even though it's not really far away. But yeah. Now 11:49. A minute passed. Germany's stuck in Ohio corner. Marco said, whenever you go to Ohio, you're not gonna make it out of there. So he's stuck there now, in the potholes of Ohio. Is it really that bad with the potholes in Ohio, by the way? I always wondered if that's a real thing or maybe just in your area, but I think we have a lot of potholes here in Tennessee too. There's a lot of things here in Tennessee that are very interesting. Like, for example, one thing that really not shocked me but surprised me, let's say that, those lines, the phone lines and the lines for the power lines, they are visible and not under the ground like in Germany. So in Germany you don't see the power lines usually, in very rare cases, but they're usually underground. Correct me if I'm wrong, if there's any Germans here other than Marco, or even Marco if you know it. So yeah, I think in Germany the power lines and phone lines, internet and all that stuff is underground. And here in Tennessee you have those lines everywhere. And sometimes when it was storming, or when it stormed, the power lines will come down. So they're like super low to the point where you can almost touch them. And they don't really get fixed very quickly. So it's a big danger, honestly, if you walk around and it's windy and they come down. Or they don't get maintained very often. Yeah, it's a little spooky sometimes. And it really surprised me when it comes to safety. And also when I walk around, especially in winter, I smell gas at every other corner. So I don't know if there's gas leaks in the roads or what it is, if that's normal that you can smell a little bit of gas in winter, but I've never came across any gas smell in Germany. So I don't think it's very normal, to be honest. Do you know more about that, Marco? Is it the same in Ohio that you smell gas everywhere? Potholes were insane driving to restaurants yesterday. Oh yeah, you went to eat burgers, right? Yesterday it started snowing here around 6. So basically when we went to our friends around 6, it started snowing. So I'm glad we went there early, otherwise we wouldn't have made it there. And we were thinking about going to a restaurant too, but the snow was really, really bad. Use my wife's car. Oh yeah, because you don't want to use your fancy, nicely polished car. Your poor wife's car, the poor Audi. For what, Marco? Taxi? Taxis are, when I think about it, just because I talked about China a little bit early in the stream, I remember taking a taxi in China all the time because they were so cheap. And in Germany, you cannot afford a taxi if you're not rich. Taxi rides in Germany are ridiculous. I remember taking a taxi one time when I had to, or when I drove home from university. Sometimes I would go home to see my family and I would take the train. And that one day I had so much baggage. I think that was before Christmas. And I didn't want to pull 3 trolleys with me walking to the train station because that would have been like a 35-minute walk. So I took a taxi, naive as I was. And it cost me $30 to take a taxi, which was like a 6-minute drive, if that. Never again. And in China, like I said, it was so cheap. I took it to university sometimes when I was late in the morning because sometimes I was too lazy to get up early, or just too tired because the smog was sometimes so bad that I had really bad sleep, and yeah, I would have a hard time getting up early in the morning. So sometimes I was too late to take my bicycle to university in Peking, and I would take a taxi, and it was like 60 cents or something, and the ride was probably like 20 minutes. Yeah, good times in China, honestly. I miss living there. For living, I do nothing, corner. I sold my stocks and stock options. Oh, really? I also have a patent. Do you say patent in English? Patent? Patent is how you spell it in German, or how you say it. Oh, wow. A patent. For what? If you want to answer that, Marco. If not, I understand. Hi, Brandon. Good morning. Good morning in the morning. Okay, bye, Rika. Bye, Corner. See you later. Thanks for joining us. Have a good day. Sometimes I use Lyft or Uber when it rains outside. Princess does not like rain. Your car? That's so funny how you call your car princess. What does your wife say if you call your car princess? Our car is very far from being a prince or a princess. It's very, yeah, it's a car. Not more, not less. It drives. That's all I can say about it. Here to doctor and back, like $20 yesterday. Oh, back and there? That's really good. How far was it? Was everything okay at the doctor? CBD patent, chemical vapor deposition. Chemical vapor deposition. So bad fumes from like production, and then what exactly is it? If you want to explain it a little bit. Cars are female here, female names, right? Exactly. So my husband's truck was called, or is called, Bertha. And I remember when I first came here, I was like, who's Bertha? But then I found out that it's very normal to give cars female names. I was a little bit confused, to be honest, in the first days when I was here, or weeks. And then I heard other people, friends from the army, that called their cars female names too. So I was like, okay, I guess it's a normal thing here. How is yours called, Marco? Just Princess? 50 minutes I'm still alive, so all is good. I guess that's the way to look at it. We're glad you're still alive. Please continue to do that. Is cross-linking of enzymes used in glucose sensors for diabetic patients? Oh, wow. Very, very cool. Well, I'm glad you can live off the patent and use stocks. That's awesome. Very good for you. I had a talk with a friend and neighbor. He is also very big in stocks, and he lives from it, and he's still very young, so maybe he can teach me his tricks. If you're in the chat, you know who I'm referring to. Maybe one day. I'll show you my friend's plans. So both friends that live here have a YouTube channel, and Josh's YouTube channel is about gardening, so he's sowing his own plants right now, and those are the starters for the flowers. And we got some tomatoes up here. Very cute. And I love gardening. I miss it so much. You have no idea. So just seeing that makes me very happy. I'll show you the piece up here. So you get these ones. I think those are down here. And you can use them for tea. And I'm going to enroll him and myself into a tea class, how to make your own herb tea. And then look at these. Isn't that crazy how big they are? And just those little sprouts are already massive. No holy plants, no. Nope. I honestly, it was very interesting what you talked about, by the way, Marco. And as far as my knowledge goes, I agree with everything you said. And but one thing is, we just talked about planting them or plants in general. I just can't smell those plants, or I can't stand the smell. So I could never have them in my house, even if I wanted to. I just can't. I don't like the smell of the holy plant, if you guys know what I mean. And you smell that in America everywhere. That was one big thing about America, or also Canada, which what surprised me. So 2 years ago, I traveled to Canada by myself, and I did couch surfing. So for everyone that doesn't know what couch surfing is is an app, and it's like a social media app basically, or like I don't want to say like a partner app, like a matchmaking app, but kinda. So you can, or I don't know, it's more like an Airbnb / matching app, I guess, and you can find people that would host you in their living rooms or in their extra guest rooms. And yeah, I did that in Canada before I came to America. And I remember walking around in Canada and just smelling that plant in every single corner, in every single street. I just can't stand the smell. And here in America, you smell it everywhere too. Even when you're driving around, people will like lower their windows and they will smoke it in their cars, which is as a German, very crazy to see. Very not used to that, that's for sure. The Lexus will be called Queen. Okay. Are you gonna sell your other car, or are you gonna keep both of them? We were also lucky selling our California Bretterbude. Yeah, I bet you got a good return on that house, especially when you bought it early, when you first came to America, and selling it now. California prices must be insanely high right now. We have the same thing in Nashville. So we live close to Nashville, and people bought houses here a couple years ago for half the price, and now, or even less. Like if you had a house that you bought for 100,000 or 200,000, you can sell it for $1 million now. They deleted your live upload. I know. That's very annoying. Because you didn't, like I said, you didn't talk about anything bad. Like, if anything, you were talking against it, or you were making people aware of things, that you gotta be really careful with that. And it's very informative. So I'm very sorry it got deleted. Very unfortunate. That's why you can make tea or eat it. Yeah, I heard about that. I never ate it because I don't like the feeling that the holy plant gives you. I'm trying not to use the specific words. Yeah, I'm not a fan of anything like that, honestly. Even coffee makes me shaky sometimes, so even coffee is already too much for me sometimes. I can only tolerate my tea and occasionally coffee. So anything that makes me feel weird or like jittery, no, it's not for me. I did it one time in Canada when I was couch surfing, like I said earlier, and Canada stuff is so strong. I was sitting in the living room by myself, I remember that, in a house where I didn't know the people. I know them for 2 days, I think, and yeah, I was sitting in the living room by myself. I had 2 cats sitting right in front of me, and they were just staring at me, and I just felt so weird and out of it, and I got a little like paranoid from it, and so I was scared that the cats are like planning something on me, and they're like trying to, you know, do this. So I was like, that was not a good situation, let me tell you. And after that, I never did it again. Thank you, Kirikou. Enough holy plant. Right. Yes, value almost doubled. No, that check is 1 million. Wow. Yep. The housing prices here are really, really high. That's a reason, or the reason why we don't, or we didn't buy a house yet. And we're still renting because the prices are just insane, especially for what you get. I just don't think it's worth it. Honestly, I'm thinking about just getting a piece of land and putting a very rustic construction on it to live out of this for a little bit, and then build our own house by ourselves, with help, obviously, not just by ourselves. Otherwise, that would probably not be a good idea. And I don't think we would be skilled enough to just do that by ourselves. But my dream would be having a log cabin. That you see those in Tennessee a lot. I have a video about a historic town here on my YouTube channel, and I like the look of those houses, just having logs, and then you have, it's not stone, it's like kind of like cement in between, and you have logs, cement. I really love the look of those houses and the rusticness and just how simple they are and sturdy compared to the Bretterbuden, as Marco already mentioned, because houses here in America, compared to the ones that we know from Europe, it's just different, very different. I call them garden sheds, because the walls are just so thin. And I mean, honestly, sometimes I think maybe in Germany we use too much cement or too much building material for our houses, because we don't have any severe weather on a normal base, maybe occasionally, very occasionally, but we don't really have any severe weather where we would need sturdy houses like we do. So maybe we could save a little bit on the building materials, if you want to talk about environment and saving money. But at the same time, I honestly enjoy having a sturdy house. And here in America, it's just It's just not the same. But I'm also not a construction worker or professional, so who knows, maybe those houses here are amazing. But I don't think so. For me it was chronic pain, but did not work. Hi Neon Kitty. Okay, I'm sorry it didn't work for you. Certain sleep drugs can make my TV look three-dimensional. Wow. Yeah, I think, yeah, I'm glad I never had to take anything for being able to fall asleep. I do have some sleep issues sometimes where I can't fall asleep, but I never really retreated to any, like, sleep medication or anything like that. I'm still relying on the good old milk with honey thing if I can't sleep. That always helps a little bit, at least. Maybe it's just a placebo, but and it worked as a kid and it still works now most of the times. You can also buy a fixer upper and restore step by step. That's one thing I was thinking about too, because oh wow, it's so bright outside. My face is really like looks like I have a light in front of me, but it's just the snow coming in through the window, or the reflection of the snow. Yeah, I was thinking about that too, because there's a lot of houses here that needs to be restored, or need to be restored, and that are really cheap if you go to the countryside. So yeah, maybe that's a good option to do that, and maybe do that in springtime, so you got springtime, summer, and fall to fix it. And in the meantime, we can just camp out on our piece of land and just live in a tent or something similar structure to a tent, a little trailer or something. I think that would work. But yeah, you definitely need a lot of patience and knowledge, and you gotta be good with your hands. So we'll see. I call them construction sites office containers. Oh yeah. Oh, the houses. That's funny. Oh, sleep fine. That's why I made the upload. Yeah, you told us about it. That sounded really amazing, because I usually don't sleep like a rock. I wish I would. Today, honestly, at my friend's house, the bed was really comfortable, and we didn't. The main thing was that we didn't have the cats with us, because the cats are usually the reason why I wake up early, because they would jump up on the bed and meow and want to get fed. So yeah, no cats, and my sleep was already better. Hi Marcella. I never understood how some folks run their homes down into the ground. No maintenance whatsoever. Yeah, I think some people just honestly either don't know anything about it, or they don't care. There's a lot of people that don't really care about maintenance and taking care of things. I see some cars here that look like they're in Germany. You would never be allowed to drive those cars on the road, where a door is missing, or yeah, all your blinds lights are cracked or not working, just stuff like that. Or you can see the whole motor, like the hood is missing. Yeah, I think some people just really don't care, or it's like a financial issue. They just simply can't afford it. Also, building codes might apply. Yep, that's another thing. And I was looking into buying a piece of land, maybe up in Kentucky or something. Sometimes you won't be allowed to have anything that resembles a house on it. You can only camp there or have a campsite or open your own campsite. A lot of people here buy pieces of land close to lakes and rivers, and then they open their own campsite to rent it out to people. but you're not allowed to build up your own or construct your own house on there. And there's also no electricity and water up there sometimes. So that will be a little bit, yeah, that would be very tricky. So I don't know how that would work. I don't want to live completely off-grid and be completely self-sufficient when it comes to energy and water. At least want to have energy and water coming out of the ground, ideally. No cars here, drive until the wheels fall off. Yeah, honestly, that's very, very true. I agree. I've never seen that anywhere else before. Yeah, no, America is the first country where I see cars on the street where you wonder how they even still drive without falling apart. But yeah, they don't have the TÜV here like we have in Germany. TÜV, for everyone American here or not German, it's how to explain that. It's a government department, I guess, where you have to make sure your car, you have to go there once a year, I think, and you go there and you have to make sure your car is up to the newest standards when it comes to CO2 emissions and having a filter in there, and your car is properly working, your brakes are good, your tires are good, just like the very basic stuff, and if not, you cannot drive it. Do you have the brew restaurant chain in Tennessee? Good food. What kind of food is it? Is it or what kind of cuisine is it? I never heard about it. Solar power has become cheap from China panels. I've seen some solar panels here in Tennessee now. The first time I came here, I barely ever saw any, but I think it's becoming a little bit more popular now. Some people that have a big piece of land have them on their property. I think there's also a lot of peppers out here because it's pretty rural out here, Tennessee countryside, so we got a lot of pepper houses, or at least I sometimes think they are pepper houses because they got a lot of solar panels and things that make you wonder if it's a pepper house. American cuisine. Okay. I have not been to very many American cuisine restaurants yet. I'm not the biggest fan of American cuisine, if I'm completely honest. I mean, yes, it tastes good, but you can taste that it's not healthy for you. That's why I usually don't like to eat it often. But yeah, a good burger is always, I mean, yeah, no one can resist a good burger, right? Once in a while. I may take my car talk items away, TÜV. Oh, you're gonna talk about that later? Okay, maybe Colton can learn something about the TÜV because I think I told him about the TÜV before, but I think you can explain it way better than I can because I'm not a car person at all. I mean, I do like cars. I have some favorites, but I'm not knowledge. I don't have enough knowledge when it comes to engines or what is a good car, what isn't a good car. I just like the look of some cars. So yeah, no deep knowledge at the car topic. I think it's 11:16. It's probably almost time for lunch. So I'm gonna check on my friends and see what they want to do for lunch. They're still working. One of my friends is working in home office right now, and my other friend has a day off like myself. So we're enjoying our day off today, at least half of us, and yeah, I'm probably gonna get some lunch right now, and I can feel my stomach feeling empty. Where did I put my tea? Oh well, I lost my tea. The dog's trying to get in. We're gonna check out your stream later, Marco, about the cars. And if I can't watch it live because we're still at our friend's house, depending on what we are gonna do, I'm gonna check it out afterwards for sure. Have a good day, everyone, and thank you so much for hanging out. Enjoy the weather and the snow if you have snow, or yeah, whatever time of the day it is. And be safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, Ruby, and bye.